tonight with one of my newest parodies. Would you guys like to hear that? Yeah. One of my newest parodies. I like to do my impersonation of Katy Perry. Do you guys like Katy Perry? Yeah. Okay. This is Katy Perry if she had sleep apnea and an unsupported boyfriend. All right? Sleep apnea and an unsupported boyfriend. I used to plug my nose and hold my breath. Afraid I'd wake you up and you'd get pissed, so I'd lay awake silently while you sleep so peacefully. I guess that I forgot I had a choice. I let you push me past the breaking point till it finally dawned on me. If you want to have sex with me, well, you had me down, but you can kiss my ass, cause I've had enough. I'm gonna get some rest. You hear my voice, you hear that sound, like thunder gonna shake the ground. Cause I'm dialing in my sleep number, and your bullshit is over, cause I'm stealing the covers. You're gonna hear me snore louder, louder than a lion. I'm gonna sleep like a champion, and I better not hear no more bitching. If you ever want any action, you're gonna hear me fucking snore. It's pretty funny, wasn't it? Snore instead of roar. What? All right. Do I seem kind of tall to you guys?
Yeah.
This guy right here been watching me the whole time I've been up here going, Jesus Christ, that's the tallest girl I've ever seen in my life. Wonder what that'd be like. I swear to God, if I hear one more person ask me, you play basketball? I'm gonna fucking scream. Anybody?
You play basketball?
No, do you play miniature golf? No, I'm sorry, I just saw the little putter earlier and I just assumed. Oh look, now it's a 3-wood. It takes a minute for some people to get... I like being tall, I really do. I do sometimes get a little tired of people coming up to me on the street going, yo, Weird Al Yankovic, we love your music. Dating is awkward. Dating is awkward, but not so much because of my height like you might think. It's more because, how do I put this delicately? Men can have, shall we say, very unrealistic expectations early on in the dating process. Have you noticed this, ladies? Like last week, my date got mad at me, got pissed at me because I wouldn't go all the way with him. It was our first date. I'm sorry, does my pussy have to be a hoagie on our first date? You know, all the way with lettuce, tomato, pickles, onions, and fucking sesame seeds on my buns and shit? And second, he took me to the In-N-Out burger, all right? Newsflash, it's not a very good foreplay restaurant, guys. I think the name should speak for itself. In-N-Out. And third, we ate for free because his mom works the fucking drive-thru there. He got his fucking triple bypass cheeseburger all the way, so what the hell is he complaining about? What a silly expression, don't you think? Going all the way, like it's some long trip somewhere. Did you go all the way with him? No, we tried, but he kept having to stop and ask for directions. See, this is the perfect case in point for the difference between the sexes. The difference between the sexes. We both understand the analogy of the long trip. Well, actually, I take that back. Women even struggle with that, don't we? Because it's usually a much shorter trip than we anticipated. The problem is we don't both see the payoff at the destination, right? You see, the difference is the man sees the destination as a grand destination. The Grand Canyon, if you will. You know, he doesn't get to go there very often. Sure, he's seen lots of pictures and porn, but, you know, that's not the same as actually being there and staring over the edge of the precipice. I mean, it'll take your breath away in more ways than one. The man expects it to be a long trip. He does. He expects it to be a long trip. That's what he's thinking. The problem is he likes to run all kinds of red lights and break all kinds of posted speed limits, which gets to be very annoying, not to mention unsafe. We are trying to have safe sex, right, guys? And the man is afraid that when he gets inside the Grand Canyon, he's really afraid it's going to make him feel small and insignificant in life. But he's used to that. And there's always the chance that she'll ooh and ah anyway. I mean, wouldn't you? A little courtesy ooh and ah, even if you don't fake the whole thing. Just a little bit of ooh and ah. He knows when he gets to the Grand Canyon, it'll be extremely mysterious. He won't begin to understand it. He's afraid he may even get lost inside the Grand Canyon, so brave explorer that he is, he comes prepared. He brings his REI compass watch and GPS, but still he's not even sure he's going to find a signal in there. Still, all things considered, his manhood demands he complete the journey and go all the way, and he's motivated by one thing. The whole time, he can feel the payoff coming. Pun intended. In case you were wondering. Women, on the other hand, we're completely different like night and day. We've taken guys all the way to the Grand Canyon plenty of times before, and we hardly ever experience any kind of payoff. It's not fair. See, the man gets to have all the fun. If we struggle, we're like, when are we going to get a chance? So we've learned that a more practical use of our time is to slow down, stay under the posted speed limit, and make the long trip alone. You only need one hand on the wheel, you know what I'm saying, ladies? So, I'm holding out. I just want to say that there's a lot to be said about being single and maintaining your sanity and your freedom and your happiness with your independence. I'm holding out. I still haven't managed to find the right guy, or even a guy who's just once in a blue moon right. I'd settle for that. You know what I'd settle for? I'd settle for a guy who's just not a retarded Donald Trump fan, right? It gets to be so, I look so hard to find the right person. People say, well, that's your problem, see? You need to lower your standards. Right. Why didn't I think of that? I need to lower my standards. Right. And how's that been working out for you, inbred Einstein? Having a totally fucked up relationship. Coming off of 3 fucked up divorces, 2 of which were probably with your first and second cousins. You know? How's that working out for you? I think I'll keep my standards right where they're at, because I really don't think they're that high. Can I share them with you guys? I'll share them with you. All right? I'm holding out for a guy who's capable of thinking about more than 2 things: sex and sports. Yeah. It's true, isn't it? Let me tell you, let me show you guys, let me give you some proof. Ladies, have you noticed how guys even like to talk about sex using sports terminology? Have you noticed this? So, Bob, did you hit the big home run with Connie last night? Did you knock the big grand slam out of the park there, buddy? Did you plant one on the upper deck, dude? No, but I made it to second base in the first inning. Which is bullshit, I'm telling you, because I pitched what's called a no-hitter. It deserved to be on the top 10 on SportsCenter. I deserved one of those Cy Young Awards because pitching a no-hitter is hard to do. The truth is he made it to first base, but that was just a base on balls. He tried to steal second base, and I threw him out. But I have to say, I really think guys are onto something helpful with this baseball analogy as it relates to dating. I really think it's helpful. We just need to amp it up a little bit more. We need to add managers, umpires, and the instant replay to dating. This way, when things start heating up and getting out of control, my manager could call timeout and approach the mound. Listen, honey, you're all over the place. You got to settle down, okay? What do you want to do? You just want to give him the game? Is that it? You just want to give it to him, okay? You're throwing way too many pitches and way too many base on balls, okay? And another thing, why you always got to be throwing that damn screwball to him? Can't you see he's crowding your pussy? You got to mix it up once in a while, throw him a curveball and brush his ass back. Then when he does try to steal second, the umpire could be right there to make the call. You're out, after which his manager would come screaming out of his dugout, wouldn't he? Kicking sand all over the umpire's feet, and then of course they could consult the instant replay, which would show it was a close call, but that he was clearly out before his lips ever completely locked on my nipple. So I'm gonna leave you with one more of my parodies. Would you guys like to hear another song? All right, I'm gonna do my impersonation of Tom Petty. Let me just set it up. let me just set it up real quick. Ladies, have you ever found a guy that you were interested in, you really wanted to make it work, but you just couldn't get him to practice just even the smallest amount of personal hygiene? Has that happened to any of y'all? Yeah. She's like, oh God, you're bringing back nightmares. Okay, so I wrote this song about it. This is to the tune of Tom Petty's Refugee. I'll leave you on this. You smell bad, we both know it, we don't talk too much about it. Ain't no big secret, all the same, I'm getting tired of trying to live around it. It don't really matter to me, baby. I just don't want to date some guy who has fleas.